Hello everyone! Welcome to my channel Wise Paper. My name is Elizabeth. Here we do all sorts of paper crafts, junk journaling, mixed media and art therapy. If you're interested then please do consider subscribing. So, as you can see, I have a ready masterboard for today, and we will actually do it for this video, and I will show you the process of making it. And I also want to share my tips and tricks for making a collage masterboard. How I do it, what steps you shall take in order to be better, but not necessarily like better in collaging, but to feel better with your collaging, feel better with your collage process. So I have my piece of paper ready. It is almost A4 size, international format. It's a little bit smaller because I tore it out of the book, so there was a little bit of space here as well, but I tore it here, so I have to cut it. I couldn't just remove it from the book the easier way, unfortunately. But it doesn't really matter what size do you use, and this leads me to my first tip. That you probably not necessarily shall start from a small size. Do not try to make your first collage on a 12 by 12 inches paper or like A3 size or something big, because it probably will be overwhelming. Not necessarily, maybe you did it and it was perfect and then I'm jealous, but yeah, for a beginner I think it's preferable to stick to A4 size, maybe even A5 size, like something smaller, like in your journal perhaps, right? I think it's a perfect size for a beginner. Even smaller would be okay, but like the smallest collages are also like a bad option because they're not so easy to do as well. My cat says hi to you. So I have my piles here of scraps that I've took, and yeah, we will basically start from gluing pieces down. I have my glue stick. Probably I also shall take my ruler. Let me quickly grab it. So here I have my two rulers, usual one and the tearing ruler. And yeah, that's all we need for today, I think. I also will use some bits and bobs, but later on. Maybe I will ink. Probably not, because it will take too much time, but I will proceed to bits and bobs later when I fill the space. So, let's start from something simple. This paper is a little bit too thin, so it will be transparent, as you can see here. Not transparent, translucent. So yeah, I have to cover the place that is not so... doesn't have text beneath. So probably like here would be okay, sort of. Yeah. So let's just stick it. You can use glue stick, you can use your collage medium. It's also great because it won't warp your paper. Something not liquid based, I would say, because liquid will make your paper wavy, and we don't want that. So yeah, preferably glue stick, collage medium, or if you have your favorite liquid glue, then feel free to use it as well. I like the glue stick because it's simple, it's quick, and yeah, nothing to think about too much. While with the collage medium, it's a little bit, messy. Well, not necessarily, but just a bit messy. But it's great if you want to use this piece for mixed media projects later on. Okay, now let's see what we have here. Probably, well, I will stick to neutrals, and that is my second advice for you, to choose your color scheme. Neutrals is your way to go because you can later on adjust it to whatever color scheme you want. You can add a bit of red and it will be red. You can add a bit of like blue, it will be blue. But if you will start from the color, it will be more difficult to introduce it later or to find a proper use for it later. So if you want like a colorful masterboard, then choose the color first and then proceed to picking ephemera that is suitable for that. Or maybe stick to neutrals first and then proceed with colorful things. So choosing a color scheme is always great because you can later on decide and prepare papers that you would like to use. And this is like my third advice for you, to prepare your papers, as I did. Like I put a pile right next to me, and usually I have my scraps like in this form, in the pot, in the file, or maybe it could be like a box or a pocket. So it's not really convenient if you are in the process of making a collage, because as I've said, you're in the process, and imagine you need to rummage through all your scraps, and this will take your creativity away. It will affect it in a bad way, I would say. Maybe it won't affect you, but it might, especially if you're a beginner. You will kind of interfere with your creative flow, and yeah, this can actually really impact your collage. So yeah, prepare your papers in advance so you won't need to think about it too much. Me personally, I like to put things randomly. I don't think of too much where should I place the paper, what I want, and it's a personal preference. You can like start from the corner and then fill all the corners and then go to the center. You can start whenever you want. You can like have no absolute strategy here. So for me it's more like I do as I want. It can be different from time to time. I can start at the corners and then fill the center. I can go as I go now, just whatever direction I feel like to go. So yeah. So today we will have like a bit of a chatty video, and I actually miss it because, well, my recent videos were all like voiceovers, so I couldn't really craft and chat together. So yeah, this is a refreshment. Although like in the moment I sat and started recording the video, my neighbors started to sing and it's so frustrating, like the moment I started recording. Yeah, the life of a YouTuber. Neighbors do not cooperate with you, unfortunately. And they actually do the renovation, and last days it was okay. They haven't done anything, and I was like, maybe I can actually record the video. And then they started singing. Well, they sing in the process of renovations. So yeah, but at least there are no drill sounds. That's great. So as you can see, I have all sorts of papers, like music paper, book pages, different kinds, ledger paper. I have also some printables, some paper from AliExpress, something like magazines and stuff. So a variety of neutrals. I also would like to make a colorful masterboard at some point. I've never done it. I only adjusted the color later, but I think it would be a wonderful experience, especially if I will share it on YouTube, like something new for me too. I usually try not to do like a prototype, maybe that's my mistake, but I think when you do something first, it will be like your emotions, you also do it for the first time, and you it's not that boring for you to do the same thing. At least I feel that way. Maybe it's just me. Maybe you prefer the prototype because, well, you won't make the same mistakes that you would if you don't have a prototype. But for me, it's just a little bit boring to do the same thing, like in a row. Sometimes I do, but mostly not. And I have a different kind of paper, like this one that I'm tearing now is a little bit more thick. Maybe I will cut it just a bit. So it is thicker paper, like for printables and such. I will ink it a bit because it has so much white edge. I also have a copy paper, and I usually prefer copy paper because it is, well, lightweight. It won't make your Collage Masterboard too thick, because I don't like it thick, and the difference between the layers is noticeable if you have something thick. Do I like it here? We can put something small here. Yeah. So don't be stressed about not covering the whole thing. Bits and bobs will always help us. And here I will try to share my next advice. I won't stop counting them. About the layering. So you shall understand the basics of layering. I tend to feel like there are no rules. If you don't like these rules, don't follow them. It's up to you, of course. But generally, like a strategy, your tactic is to, well, not kind of stick to the right shapes. It can be whatever shapes you feel comfortable with. But as you can see, I don't glue them, let's say like that, right? I try to overlap them a bit like that. And I won't glue it like that in the same line. See? I try to do it just a bit of a, left a little bit of space, right? And I won't choose the papers of the same color, like these two, right? They're a little bit too similar for me. The same color, basically the same like black font, although they're different a bit, but still there is no contrast between them. Right here, for example, right? There is a big contrast between these papers, and your attention just goes here. But if this is the case, then your attention won't go here. I would say it won't. But maybe if you prefer like a little bit more background feel to it, maybe that's your jam and it will work if you will embellish it later on. But mostly, if you work with layers, try to choose different kind of papers and try to make like overlapping parts, not stick them just right to the edge, right? And also, we prefer to go from big papers to small papers. As you can see, I'm choosing quite a big papers. They cover a lot of space. If I will go and do it like that, it makes no sense because I still need to cover a lot. And I can put this piece later, right here, for example, right? And it makes more sense because you have already your background done, and small pieces will just make your background better, will create a focal point, will create something for the eye to catch on. But if you will make your collage only from small pieces, it will be, well, maybe it's a strategy as well, but I would say working from a big to small ones is a way to go. And also, not necessarily a great advice, maybe it's not like obligatory as well. If you first cover the whole piece with big pieces of paper, and then go and cover like some intersections, like here for example, cover this intersection with a small piece. But you can do it as you go as well. You don't need to wait for you to cover the whole piece to go for the smaller ones. I don't think it is necessary. If you want to put something here right now, then go and put it. That's simple. Yeah. So today I'm trying to like be let's share my advices with you, because I really, well, I wanted to make a collage masterboard, and also you've mentioned in my poll that you would like to see masterboards. Well, of course, journal making was the leader, but because I already have a journal making video, please watch it if you haven't. So I decided that I already have a journal making, so let's make a collage masterboard then. So yeah, here I am. But of course I will do more journal making because we haven't finished our first one yet. and we need to finish it. This is actually printable digital from the Seven Plaza, Margaret. I will link her channel, but I'm sure you know her actually. But yeah, this is her printable. I a little bit adjusted it, put some stamping here and there, but basically it is the exact piece of her freebie, so it's free to download. So this is kind of bluish, but I don't mind it. I will actually probably then stick to blue ephemera, like blue embellishments, so I don't mind putting something blue here. So see, I've thought about it in advance. So now I prepared some ephemera with blue in it, so I can later on stick blue embellishments. So yeah, thinking in advance for your color scheme and preparing your papers always helps. And it also doesn't matter if you put things upside down. You do you. Like, see, I'm trying to work in different directions. And also about the layering, try to focus on different shapes, like here horizontal, here vertical, horizontal, vertical. If you will have all of them like that, it won't be too interesting, right? Not like it's boring, but it will create more interest if it is different. Actually, before, like when I were like a kid, and we had this crafty lectures at school, I didn't like anything related to paper. That what really surprised me now, because now I enjoyed, and I don't understand what was wrong back then. I feel like it is the actual like learning process, and what I remember clearly is bad glue. We always used to have this craft glue, school glue, like PVA, which warps the paper like extremely, and I thought it is something wrong with me. Like I'm doing something wrong, and I couldn't understand what. Like, what's wrong with my pieces that are warping and warping? Yeah, I couldn't understand it. And no one actually said it to me. Like, it was okay to buy a PVA glue, and yeah, everyone had a PVA glue. And I didn't even ask anyone if, like, do they have the same problem with warping and stuff, because, well, I was a child, and when you're a child, you tend to think, like, if something is wrong, then you are the problem. Yeah, so I hated and glue sticks were bad. I thought they were convenient, but they were so bad. Just because, well, my parents didn't buy me a good glue stick. Well, of course, they wouldn't try it out. I would buy a good glue stick for my kids. So yeah, I hated these lessons at school. But right now I'm enjoying it. I have a right glue stick, I have a right glue, nothing warps, or maybe a bit, and I don't stressing at these things. How little you need to be stressed out, right? Okay, what do we have? We have some printable like sewing stuff. Is there some? These are actually all like free printables. I haven't downloaded anything like that were bought, because, well, I can't buy anything, unfortunately. I would like to. I have some lovely ladies that I watch, and I would like to buy from them their digitals, but not even to work with them with my journals, but kind of to support them. I could have donated them, but I cannot as well. So yeah, I don't complain, sorry. Well, maybe I do a little bit. So do you have your favorite collage YouTubers? I seem to enjoy like a few. FREEBIE, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. She is so great and she is so cheerful. Like, if you have a bad mood, just watch FREEBIE and yeah, you will be happy after that. Her laughter is so, yeah, so, how to say it, like a virus. You start to laugh as well. And I also really like 49 Dragonflies collages. I think they're absolutely adorable, especially her last ones. Have you seen her video when she like made this studio vlog? Well, like organization vlog, and she shared her little notebook in which he does like a simple, quick collages. Well, these are masterpieces, I would say. How I don't understand how she does it. Like, so beautiful, and like she said, it was like something like 15 minutes. Wow, just wow. And I also like 7 Plaza, as I've mentioned. Her collages are, well, similar to this, I would say. We have like almost the same style, probably. I also like Teal and Tattered because I watch her a lot, although she doesn't really do videos now, but her collages are a little bit more on a cute side, not like even, not vintage. Well, she does vintage too, but mostly like some cute stuff, pink flowers, birds, and yeah, all of that. Okay, what else do we have here? These are my, well, not my scans, but something I've scanned myself, but it's not my piece of paper. It's a little bit bluish, so we need to kind of think about the placement. Let's put it here. So what else I would like to share with you about Collage Masterboards? Well, like the biggest advice I can give you, and it is quite obvious, I know, but just do it. Yeah, it's that simple. If you want to do collages, you won't be, like, if you don't do collages, you won't be able to be, like, become better, right? If you don't do anything, you won't. Like, imagine you go to an art school and you're an absolute beginner. You won't become an artist just because, like, in your first art, sorry for being so bad at my English, like, you need to practice a bit before you came to something that you like. Yes, and it takes time. Practice makes perfect. Yeah, and if you don't practice, you won't be able to achieve results. So here it is the same. If you don't do collage, you won't be better. So just do it. Even if you don't like it, it's okay. No one's supposed to see it then. Or maybe you don't care, like, share your mistakes. I also have like bad collages, and I'm feeling okay with that because it's practice, and later on when you will like flip the pages of your journal, you will be like, oh, that was my first collage. It's amazing and it's wonderful, even though there were so many mistakes, and I don't like it, but it's still a practice and I can see how I improve, right? So seeing an improvement, it is also very encouraging. So if you can see that you became better, you would feel better too. So I don't like it because there is such a small, not gap here, but small overlapping. Don't like it here too. Well, their heads. Probably not the best pictures for a Collage Masterboard because we can always accidentally cut through it. And yeah, let's maybe do this. Do I like it? See, I'm started overthinking, but it's okay. And it leads me to a next point, which is trying to do a collage intuitively. I have advised it for like a woman in the comments, or sorry if you're not a woman. Try to maybe turn on your favorite music and concentrate on the music, like something happy, preferably. So concentrate on the music and not on the process of collaging. So you will be concentrated on your feelings on emotions, and not on the collage process. So it will be intuitive. Just grab some papers and stick them without thinking too much. I know it might be difficult, but you can try at least. And I think it will be so much different to what you usually do with your collages, because you will stick to like your emotions, your feelings, instead of just thinking too much, overthinking, and then being upset about the result. So yeah, I think it is a way to go with collages as well. I will write all the advices in the last part of the video, just for you to not forget what I have said, because I'm crafting while I'm doing it, so it can be quite overwhelming, I think. Maybe here. Yeah, and don't feel bad about covering some parts, because it's a collage. It's just the nature of it to cover something with something. So yeah, it's okay if you cover maybe a beautiful piece, but well, you know it's there, and it still creates, like, it adds a lot to your collage still, because you've put it there for a reason, right? And you put a paper on top for a reason. Then that's how you feel it, and you should go with it, with your feelings. And what I like to do with the masterboards when I'm finished is cut it without seeing what I'm cutting. So I will turn it around and yeah, I will cut through it without seeing what's on the back side. So you can, if you put some images that have like heads or like animals, well, be sure not to cut through them, because it will be strange. Well, at least my neighbors stopped singing. That's absolutely great. I would actually like to turn on the music while I'm crafting, but I can't because YouTube will block me for that. But it's fine. At least I'm talking to you, and I'm really appreciating your support, because you like my videos, you comment, and that makes me so happy that you do so. And yeah, I like that I have finally found someone who chats with me and answers my questions in the video. It's so great to chat with you guys. And we actually reached 100 subscribers. So yeah, I think I will probably mention it in the start of the video, but I will make this masterboard and share it with you on my platform, like a scan of this. So yeah, check out the description box. There will be the link for this masterboard, and you can download it absolutely for free. There will be like a option for subscription, but don't pay attention to it if you're like not interested, because well, it was like a necessity to put the subscription information. It's like a platform thing, so I had to write at least something in my subscription menu. So if you don't want to subscribe, you don't need to, and yeah, feel free to just don't look at this if you don't want to. So yeah, the subscription is only for those who want to support me, but you know, I'm just started, so you absolutely don't need to. And I just want to share with you this masterboard, so I decided to use this platform as my like sharing platform. I would like to use coffee.com, but I can't, so I can only stick to this site like boosty.com. So yeah, if you want to download this masterboard, please check it out there. And I won't probably stick focal points to this masterboard, because well, I want it to be for you as well, and I don't want it to be influenced by my focal points. So yeah, if you would like to use it, you will have the ability to choose your own focal point this way. And I'm usually choosing a focal point after I cut the masterboard, so yeah, because it's easier and you won't cut through it, and yeah, that's just more convenient because you can use this masterboard for different purposes, like journaling cards, tags, pockets, envelopes, pages in your journal, and yeah, if you choose a focal point, it may like influence your ephemera your ephemera, how to say it, what you will choose basically. Sorry for me not picking the right words. Well, I like it so far. Yeah, and we have still some space left, so it probably will be a little bit longer video that I'm trying to do for now, but it's okay. I hope you don't mind it. I have this piece. I have also this. This is also 7 Plaza ephemera. I've used it for some label making, so yeah, it is a little bit torn and used already. And I also have some stamping here and there. Probably will use this piece too at some point. Let's use this one too. Stir this one. So I'm trying to use up my scraps, but I'm also creating some scraps as I go, unfortunately. But that's just the way collaging works. I guess it's the same for everyone. If you don't have like too much papers at your like disposal, how to say it, if you don't have much papers that you can use, well, search for some freebies, if you have a printer, of course. Maybe like you can buy something on AliExpress or your craft shops or whatever. And you can also, I'm sure you have some book pages or magazines that you can use. So yeah, it's also a way to go. Book pages are always great. Maybe you have like, you know, these study books with math or chemistry or something like that. I actually have, like, this piece of paper was cut from an engineering book, and there are a lot of lovely pictures with some engineering stuff, some graphs, a lot of tables with numbers and all of that. But it's looking too new to me, and I'm now in the process of thinking how to make it look a little bit more used. And I have some ideas, but I haven't started it yet. I want to use this piece, but don't know where. And it lacks some contrast, but maybe that's okay. I like it here, I would say. Or not here. So we are almost finished with our masterboard, and then we will proceed to smaller bits, like washi tape and labels. Maybe you have some stickers that you would like to use. What else? Well, basically ephemera that you have created. Yeah, so smaller bits and bobs. Maybe postage stamps. They're always great to use, I think. Let's put it this way. I hope I am in frame. Well, sort of. Now we have this, this. Yeah. Let's see what we can use. All right, let's do this. Yeah. Well, it's now harder to glue it on the on this paper because it is covered already, but I will use my finger. No worries. You can also use stamps, and I probably will, but but I will do it after I make a scan for you, because I cannot use the stamps and then like share it with you, because it is like copyright, so I'm sorry, cannot do it, but it's okay. I think you will be able to stamp it with your favorite stamps as well. I also would like to use this piece, but it is a little bit red, but this piece sticks with me for like forever, and I want to use it already. Let's say maybe here. No, it's too big for that. Maybe here. Well, I guess it will stick for me a bit longer with me. I have this piece, yeah, so a few pieces that I would like to use perhaps. So let's see, I would like to use this one right here. It's like a magazine page piece. I like these numbers, so I've got like a big amount of it. Okay, maybe this, no, this here, yeah, I think I like it. And how tall do I want it? Well, maybe like that. It will cover the lady, but it's okay. So the next video will be probably dedicated to the journal, like journal making, the part 2 of my faux leather journal from a junk. So stay tuned for that. It will be probably around the weekend. So usually my videos are scheduled like the start of the week and the end of the week. So I have 2 videos per week. I will try to do more, but cannot say for sure because, well, I have work and I need to work outside of my YouTube job, so yeah, cannot do that. And I covered the lady completely, but she's fine. Oh yeah, I want this piece exactly right here as a whole. So what else I would like to share with you about the Masterboards? Let's see. Yeah, the one, like probably the most important point is not to compare your Masterboard, your collage with someone else's collages, because, well, it won't do anything good for you. You can, of course, and you need to compare, not to compare, but to analyze their collages. I mean, like, how do they start? What papers do they choose? What their way to go? Like how their tactics, crucial steps. But even if you will do the same collage, like with the same paper, it won't look the same. That is why it is, well, not the best idea to compare your work with others, because you probably will be frustrated and it won't do anything good for you. You shall analyze others' work, and that is why I'm doing it here now, for you to analyze, to like learn something, but you always shall be, well, not satisfied with your own work, but of course others do it for such a long time and they were also beginners at some point, so there is no point for you to compare yourself to them because they have years of experience. So yeah, absolutely no point to compare yourself with them. Let's do here. So yeah, I think that were my like 7 or something like that tips and tricks for you about Collage Masterboards, and yeah, we have almost finished this one. I always tend to do it slower when I come to an end of the collage because I start to overthink things, but try not to, it would be great. These are my artworks that I've printed. Well, I actually was checking the paper and different settings, and this piece is a faulty one, and I actually use it for my other project, which is labels, and I will show them to you a bit later. And we proceed to the bits and bobs. And I actually really like this for labels, but this piece is kind of neutral, so I would like to add it like in some points. Let's see, maybe here. Oh, I kind of like it here. Yeah. So if you do some artwork and, well, you did it, you can actually like scan it or take a photo if you don't have a scanner. And yeah, just try to incorporate it in your other projects. It may end up looking pretty good, I would say. I was impressed when I did my labels. I was like, what? How is this so beautiful, and why I have never thought about it before? This is a little bit too blue, even though I decided to work with blues, but not too much, I would say. Let's add one more piece like this, maybe. This won't be enough, probably. But we can stick a washi tape or something there. So as you can see, I'm starting to work with smaller pieces. And yeah, that is why it goes a bit too long for me. Maybe this piece? Yes, I need to use it. Yes, I will. Maybe I tear it just a bit, so it won't be that straight. So just to summarize, I will also summarize later. First of all, just do your masterboard, just do your collage. It's the most important thing. Then, do not compare yourself to others, because they have a lot of practice and they have done collages. They have been doing collages, well, for like a big amount of years already. Next, try an intuitive collage if you're struggling at first, because intuitive collage will help you to like get rid of unnecessary thoughts. Then choose a color scheme in advance. Stick to neutrals maybe, and then start to introduce color, or choose a color before you start doing it. Then think about the tactic, like if you would like to start from a smaller piece and then proceed to bigger ones, or you want to start from like center, then go to the corners, or from the corners to the center. It is all important and it will help you later on. Next, prepare paper in advance. I think I have mentioned it. And also be sure to know basics about the layering, because it may sound not so important, but it actually is. I had this wonderful Japanese paper and I put it somewhere. Let me search for it. Yeah, found it, because I think I would like to use it. I have a lot of scraps now. I hope you cannot see them. Maybe here. Got this like that. Too small. Why? Why I don't measure anything? I just don't like to. Let's do like this, and then let's start this one too. As you can see, I'm trying to get rid of some blank space on the paper, because I will later need to fill it in this case, and I don't really want to. I hope it's enough piece. Yeah, it is. Great. Have some more. I like this Japanese paper. It actually yellows, well, become yellow quite fast. I don't know why. Maybe but it's something related to the properties of the paper, but I'm actually wondered why. It's really thin, but still quite strong, so it will not tear easier than like you could imagine. So I don't know what's the paper. What is about this paper? And it's actually quite transparent-ish, so also a good one to use. Oh my god, I almost forgot. I almost forgot that I have prepared this wonderful collage border to use for this masterboard. This is actually like a tissue paper, and I stamped the bubble wrap on it and used the negative of a stamp as well. And I really like to use it in my masterboards, well, in collages. I haven't used it for masterboards, so I will try today. We will see when I fill the rest of the space. We will try it out. And it is kind of transparent, so it won't interfere with the image too much, but still will be quite a beautiful piece. I think we can do it like that. Why not? And overlapping a bit. Well, no. Like maybe like that, upside down. Yeah, let's do that. So now we will try this collage border on the masterboard, something new for me too. And yeah, actually don't be afraid to experiment. It's your collage masterboard, and as I have said, you don't need to show it to anyone, so just have fun, experiment with things, and yeah, do what you like. Maybe a small piece, no, too dominant. The same paper. So as you can see, I don't use the same paper for a spot. Maybe I will stick something later here, or maybe we can do like something like that. Tear from different direction here. Just a piece. Why not? So what you can use for a tissue paper in your collages is also a glue stick, and you can use collage medium too. Probably is preferable, but I will use my glue stick today. So what piece do we want? I like this one. I don't want to use just gold here. I also like this one. And this one is also a great one. Oh, choices. Or maybe brown will be a little bit too overwhelming, so we will stick to brown with gold, with more gold than brown. And I think it is better to tear it than to cut it, because it will be, the edge won't be that straight, and it will blend more easily to your collage. So this one, and I will probably use, maybe we can have a little bit of gold too, not too much. And because it is tissue paper, it will be sort of transparent. Well, not completely, but sort of. And it will blend nicely to your background. We will see now, in a second. So I'm trying to make the same ripped edge, torn edge everywhere. This is probably a bit too big, so let's tear it in half. So I've used just acrylics for that, and yeah, I like it too much. It's actually a pretty relaxing process. So I want something here, I would say. So let's just apply it directly on the masterboard. If you will apply it on the tissue paper, it will be more difficult because it is too thin. So that is why collage medium would be probably better, because if you put it on top of something, it won't be sticky if you like covered too much of the space, more than you need. While with the glue stick, it is sticky now. So see, I still can see through it, well, not completely, but it's still translucent a bit, and it creates interest on a background. I hope you can see. Oh, I like it so much. Now let's maybe tear it in 2 pieces too. I think, well, this is like in the same row, so also not great tactic. Here it is kind of like empty space, blank spot. Let's cover this part then. I guess this way. It's sort of like a napkin, like a decoupage technique. So napkin is also a great, actually a great piece for your Collage Masterboard. I just don't have napkins that I would like. They're a little bit too much for me. I like it so much. See how beautifully the collage like improves when you add something like this. So you can even make your collage pieces yourself. Let's maybe try to add a place for a gold one. Maybe here or here. Yeah, right here. I will put it right here because I don't like this white edge of a paper, so I can cover it now. Ooh, how beautiful! And of course, I cannot make the perfect shapes with it, like rectangles. Well, maybe I can with the scissors, but I don't want to. I like this abstract look to it. So we are almost finished with our masterboard. It may take some time for you, it may not. I'm just not a faster crafter, I would say. I actually want to stick it here for some reason, so let's do it. If I want to, I do. And it's kind of transparent anyway, so why not? Just try to glue it well, maybe run on top of it with collage medium. It would be actually great, but I won't bother. I won't be bothered now because I will need to grab it, fetch it, well, grab it. Yeah. Wow, we are finished here. So what we will need to do now is add some bits and bobs. Let me take them. So I have these like signatures with my ephemera pieces. It's not ready yet, the journal is not ready. I will finish it, probably with you on camera. But for now it's like this. Maybe this. So I store my ephemera pieces here. Maybe a postage stamp will be also good. Let's take one. Maybe we stick to the blues, so let's take this one. So it's not finished yet, so there is a lot of space here. So yeah, we stick to blues, so let's take some blue labels that I've done myself. These are cut out from the FREEBIEs with just a label stamp, and these were pre-made form of the label, and I just stamped numbers and something in it. And these are labels from my artworks. I really like this one. I would actually maybe like to share it with you. If you are interested, then please write me something like, please share your artwork labels with us, and I will try to do that. We'll see, because I really like this piece. It's so wonderful, especially like for nature journal. So gorgeous. These were like an abstract piece, and I also like it. So good. I will not use it now because it's too colorful, but still so good. I just wanted to share with you my little labels because they're cuties. So yeah, if you are interested in them, write it in the comments, and I will try to do my best. Oh, I cannot. I need to think of a project to use this one. You can actually see the like brush strokes and the canvas texture in here. So the printer did a good job. I just didn't like the paper itself because it makes the colors a little bit too bright and dark. I don't know. So yeah, I have some labels now. I have these small pieces from AliExpress, and let's see what we can do with it. And also let's take out washi tapes. And well, something neutral, I guess, maybe with numbers, maybe this one. So you get to look my storage system. So let's first think about the labels, and then we will proceed. I think this is a little bit too blue for my liking. Perhaps I actually like this one here. And I usually like to put bits and bobs in the intersections. So see, there are a lot of like different papers here, 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 and all these intersections. We can just cover it, and that's amazing. So let's put it there. It's a little bit bluish, but not to your face blue. Alright, it's almost an hour video. Oh, nobody will watch it. It's fine. Yeah, we will finish soon, guys. Please stick around for some more. I don't want to do the same label. Let's maybe put a postage stamp somewhere. Oh, I like it here. Although it's in a row, but we will cut through it. Not necessarily though. Oh, I actually like this one. Not enough contrast though. Choices. Let's do it here. I like it here. It's still contrasty enough, and oh my god. Well, we will glue it on top. I guess I had some problems with glue stick or what? Oh, it's a magazine page. Well, let's stick it one more time. Oh, I can actually, these lines can guide me now. Yeah, great. A bit more glue. So see, I'm just starting to fill up the space. Let's see. Yeah, it can go there. Now let's search for something else. Oh, this is a bluish one. Here perhaps. There is a lot happening here. Yeah, I like it. Something like that. Too much glue. Yes, and yeah, I think we can add some washi tape. Maybe it's a good time to use the blue one because I never use it actually. Yeah, but these are from AliExpress, so I will probably add additional glue to it. I hate gluing washi tapes, but they won't stick otherwise, so I have to. But I really don't like the process. Not something I enjoy. I hope I am in frame. I sort of am, I guess. Maybe here. I will probably have to do a lot of cutting here for the video, I mean, and a lot of speeding up, because yeah, it will take too long, I guess. But I hope you don't mind long videos. Actually, tell me if you're like, what video format you prefer, like long ones, shorter ones. What do you like to watch? Won't you watch the video if it is like an hour long, or it is okay for you, or like you prefer the 10 minutes videos? For me, I don't care too much. I can watch a 2 hours long video if I like the YouTuber, but well, sometimes I don't have time, but I usually watch all videos in two times speed, so I don't particularly bothered by the length of the video, but I guess not everyone watch it like that. I think it's enough with this washi tape. Maybe numbers? I think. I will try to link the washi tapes for you, but this particular one was with a set of like something like an album or so, and I cannot find it individually, so I won't link it for you, unfortunately. Let's place it like this. And I want something here now. More numbers? Maybe. I think it's too much. What do you think? Too much blue, right? Probably. Maybe this one. Oh, I like it actually. Let's do it. So finally using these bits, because I bought this set and never actually used them too much. I'm trying, but I'm struggling. Maybe a bit more numbers here and there, just in some places. I like washi tape and I use it, well, not a lot, but I use it. I don't have a tendency to buy too much of washi tape and then hoard it for some reason. I don't know why would you do that, because you've bought it to use it, I guess. You can always buy it again. Well, maybe it won't be sold anymore, but I don't think that's the case. Tell me if you use your washi tapes. So what do you think? Is it finished or shall we add something else? I had like stickers and something, but they are glossy and I'm not sure if I like glossy stickers here. Although they will look nice, I think. It's actually not bad. Let's do one. And we will hope that it won't be too glossy. And actually I maybe will cover it with mud gel for you, like, so it won't be glossy on a scan. I actually don't know how stickers behave with the scan. I've never tried it. So where was it? Somewhere here-ish. Well, I actually like it, even though it's glossy. I think it's good. Let's add this washi tape then. My saver. So now it's not that empty here. And maybe add the same one. It's actually quite sticky, but I still will add some glue to it. Yeah, I think it's okay now. What do you think, guys? I think it's fine. We don't need anything else. So, to sum up, what can I share with you in terms of advice? First of all, just do your collage. Practice makes perfect. Don't compare your collage with others. Try an intuitive collage. Also, choose your color scheme beforehand and also prepare your paper beforehand in your color scheme. Then start from a small size like A5 paper or A4 if you're okay with it. Don't try to like choose a 12 by 12 inches paper or A3 and be fine with it. Learn basics about layering, overlapping, from big to small, diversity in papers to have contrast, and then putting some small bits and bobs. And the most important thing is have fun with it, because why do we need to do it if it is not for fun, for relaxation? Yes, I think it is actually really important. So yeah, that's my piece for today. Please take a look in the description box to find the link for a scan of this masterboard, and you can use it for your ephemera. Link me in your Instagram if you do something with, or maybe in YouTube, if you do something with this masterboard. I would like to see. You can link me in my Instagram, you can find it in the description box as well, or you can link me in the YouTube, I believe. So yeah, share your work with me. And thank you for your attention, guys. See you later. Bye bye.